Here's why you play Aamon Jungle. First off, he has high carry potential, he has amazing scaling, and also he possesses high burst. However, Aamon is indeed weaker in the early game. He is susceptible to CC and has somewhat complex mechanics if you're a new player. Aamon's passive allows him to enter a special state called Camouflage State each time he hits an enemy with a skill. During this state, he turns partially invisible similar to Leslie's skill 1, while restoring some HP every 0.6 seconds and also gaining 60% extra movement speed, which decays over 3.5 seconds. Aamon's next basic attack also gets enhanced, making it dash towards a target dealing significant damage while reducing Aamon's skill cooldowns by 0.5 seconds. Aamon's skill 1 has an active and a passive. The passive allows Aamon to charge his armor each time he hits an enemy with his skills or his basic attacks. At 5 charges, the next basic attack will enable Aamon to throw multiple shards at the enemy, dealing magic damage and leaving the shards on the ground. The active of this skill allows Aamon to throw a shard at a nearby enemy, dealing magic damage. Note that the shards that are left on the map will only last for 8 seconds, and there can only be a total of 12 shards scattered on the battlefield at max. Aamon's skill 2 throws a shard forward, dealing magic damage and slowing them by 50% to the first non-minion enemy. The shard will then return to Aamon, and if the shard fails to hit an enemy, the shard will also return to Aamon, allowing him to enter Camouflage State. Aamon's ult basically casts all the shards that are on the ground onto an enemy unit, slowing them by 30% for 1.5 seconds. After a very short delay, the shards will fly towards the enemy's location once again, dealing significant magic damage, which depends on how many shards are present. A tip that I can give is to only cast this out if you have lots of shards on the ground to maximize Aamon's damage potential. This skill is what makes him unique as an insanely strong assassin in Mobile Legends. Aamon's general skill combo is just to spam skill 1, skill 2, and basic attack, then only cast your ult for maximum damage. Moving on to builds, I suggest going with Bloody Retribution Hunter Boots, Genius 1, Feather of Heaven, Holy Crystal, Shadow Twin Blades, and a defensive item that can be Immortality, Winter Truncheon, or even maybe Bloodwing. As always, I recommend veteran players to invest in items to counter enemy composition to improve your chances of winning instead of using a pre-built setup. As for battle spells, this guide seeks to help Aamon in the jungle position, so take Retribution. Generally, you want to prioritize your skill 1, then only your skill 2. Take Aamon's out at level 4, 8, and 12. In the early game, what I like to do is to start with red buff, then on to either the blue or litho, depending on where the litho spawns. However, you can skip litho and just get all the jungle camps. That's also a valid jungle rotation. From there onwards, look for favorable ganks in your top or bottom lane, preferably gank lanes where the enemy hero gets too comfortable and overextends, allowing you to easily burst them down without much problem. Whenever turtle spawns, I suggest contesting it unless you have a great reason not to. That can be you are on the other side of the map and you can try to get turret/invade their farm. It is very situational, so I generally prepare to contest turtle. As the game progresses, so does your burst. Try your absolute best to target enemy backlines like the marksman or mage to reduce the opposition's damage output by a ton. Aamon is somewhat squishy if he gets CC'd, so positioning is also vital. So positioning is also a vital aspect to all Aamon mains, and they must consider mastering the art of positioning.